We know in many respects, I think management is an initial step toward leadership. It's sort of understanding how the engine works. The leadership piece is knowing what to do to maximize the efficiency of that engine, to maximize what you might accomplish with that resource. And so when we think about management in school systems, we talk a lot about school level administrators or building level administrators, knowing how the school operates, knowing how to serve and support kids, thinking through the logistics of getting a student to school, getting them home, how classroom operations work. And so the management piece is just the moving pieces. The leadership piece is that big shift which says, okay, now we're going to set direction for ourselves. Now we're going to work toward greater effectiveness, greater student success or otherwise, and really saying, I understand the pieces so well that I can move beyond simply managing them. We have a colleague who loves to say it's moving from checkers to chess. And I think that's a great way of thinking about it. It goes from a very simple and direct game to a much more complex and thoughtful. It's 3 moves, it's 4 moves ahead. And so the leadership piece of management versus leadership is moving to the strategic part of serving, schools and educational systems.
And so much of it, and I know that you hear so many people talk and speak of the difference and one versus the other, and sometimes I look at it it's truly a blend as well, as Dr. Bryant talks about knowing the vision and going from chess to checkers, but you got to understand that checker game. You got to understand, basically, as I used to say, the details. So many times great leaders can think 3 steps ahead and think about how to move, but if you don't understand truly where you are and got you to where you are right now, how can you move further? And sometimes managers, good managers, they know their people, and sometimes they know what's behind that organization and what got them there. But like I said, leadership takes them forward. I think you can't take them forward, like I said, if you don't understand truly the details. I think sometimes it's a great blend. I've seen great leaders knowing education, knowing what they need to do. However, just what's happening around them. They don't understand. They're not taking care of the details. So unfortunately, they know how to get here, or they know where they want to go. But unfortunately, in today's, what's happening around them today is not happening. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I think it's truly it's almost a blend of the two. Mm-hmm. I don't think sometimes we need to say, you're a manager or you're a leader. I think there's qualities of both that when you put them together, I think it's truly when you become successful.
We're often reminded that in education, you want to set lofty goals for kids in terms of student success and learning and achievement. But if the bus route doesn't get them to school, it won't matter. And that is, that, as he's saying, that detail piece cannot be excluded for the more grand achievements that you're hoping for. They do both have to coexist.
If the bus doesn't run, or you don't get them fed, or the heat and air conditioner's not working, then learning's not going to happen. So.
Right.